Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and if you're joining me after the live stream, well, just look down below in the description box, and there you will see the timestamps for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, scheduling a private reading, well, all that information is down below in the description box. So you can click that down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these are all free channel messages. The only thing I ask in return is you could please give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all your notification bell and all your notification bells and all notification alerts so you are alerted when I post new content or when I go live on live stream. All right, intuitive friends, welcome back. For those of you that are watching me live, hello. Hope all is well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm looking for the air signs. Today I will be channeling messages for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Now, of course, this is a singles reading. So if you are single, and then these readings are for you. Alrighty. We're going to take a look at what may be potentially coming in your direction in the month of August. I'm going to start with Gemini, then I'm going to go to single Libra, and then after single Libra, I will be doing single Aquarius, okay? That being said, let's see. Let's make sure you guys can hear me, and feel free to say hello as I'm doing the channeling. However, I won't be able to say hi back right away. I'll be able to say hello after I do the channeling for that specific sign. All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, awesome. We're going to start with Gemini, followed by Libra, and last but not least, Aquarius. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a single Gemini in your sun, moon, rising Venus, or other placements on your astrological natal chart, such as your Juno, your 5th or 7th houses, which focus on love, connections, and relationships, then these messages are for you, Gemini. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may potentially be coming in your direction in the month of August, focusing exclusively on your love life. All right, that being said, if you would like to take a look down below in the description box so that you can see what other placements you may have on your astrological natal chart, I did post a free Cafe Astrology has a free birth chart that you can do. And it also gives you a free explanation on what that means or those positions mean on your astrological natal chart. So if you're interested on that, just take a look down below in the description box. I have no affiliation with Cafe Astrology, just bringing you a free resource or tool that you can benefit from just as I have. That being said, Gemini, let's take a look here at what may be coming in your direction here in matters of the heart in regards to love. Single Gemini, whether you are a Gemini in your sun, moon, rising Venus, Juno, 7th or 5th houses. Let's see what's in store potentially for you here in the month of August. Gemini, single Gemini. All right, single Gemini, we have here not for you. If you have been feeling like things are not moving, first and foremost, let's recap here. Okay. There's a lot going on here with your sign, Gemini. Number one, Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury influences forms of communication, the clarity of the mind, travel, knowledge, technology. That's number one. And when it's in retrograde, it means that it's going against its normal flow in regards to its rotation. So there may that going opposite of the normal direction usually causes a bit of tension. Also, a bit of tension in regards to misunderstandings and things of that nature. Now, that's one aspect. And the reason why I'm bringing that up, Gemini, is because your sign of Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So you may be feeling a little bit as if things aren't moving. You may feel a little bit off kilter. There may be here a little bit of what I see as static electricity surrounding communication, surrounding things that you may be thinking about. Things may not seem as clear. You may be more in the sense of analyzing, reflecting, reviewing things from the past or recent past. And that may cause a little bit of this not for you energy. In other words, this not for you energy is talking about you not being able to feel as if you can move in either direction in something. You may feel a little bit of a standstill. Okay. So Mercury being in retrograde may be bringing or amplifying that energy. The second thing here, Gemini, is that your sign, Uranus is in your sign, and Uranus is all about destroying the old in order to make a way for the new. So Uranus is not a simple, it's not about simple changes. It's about a big abrupt changes coming your way. So you may be feeling the whirlwind type of energy connected to Uranus. And of course, that's because Uranus is in your sign. Okay. And so those two planetary shifts or factors may be influencing here this energy in regards to your love life, where you may feel that things aren't moving as easily. You may feel as if you are a little bit off kilter, as if you are kind of like, I don't want to say stuck, but in this pause or reflective mode. And that, of course, is because of those planetary shifts. Now, let's take a look here. Now, listen, I know this sounds like those planetary shifts are harsh, but coming from someone, and that would be me, where Uranus was in my Taurus sign for quite some time, I will tell you this. Is it going to be abrupt? Yes. Are the changes going to be unexpected? Yes. But it's going to move you out of your comfort zone. So Uranus is a very harsh type of energy. But if you go with the flow and if you allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone, then you will benefit and reap the rewards of that Uranus in your sign. Okay, Gemini? So you have here radiate self-compassion. Right now, at this moment in time here, Gemini, you may feel like you're really kind of like either in a rut, or you feel a little bit stuck, or you feel kind of like, a little bit of blah in the area of your love life. But this is a great time for you to do the self-care and the self-love that is needed in order for you to come back with a much clearer mindset, a much clearer perspective, a much clearer vision once Mercury goes direct. Now, Mercury is scheduled to go direct on August 11th. However, there's always a shadow period, which may last a week to 2 weeks. That being said, things may start feeling like they're getting back into the swing of things maybe late August, early September. But radiate self compassion is allowing yourself to, again, provide the self care and the self love and the nurturing and the compassion that you need. Be, um, give yourself grace with all the planetary shifts that are, in a way, impacting your sign and may, in some way, shape, or form, be influencing certain things in your love life. So, this is talking about you really allowing yourself to go with the flow of the planetary shifts, along with, oh, my apologies there. I try to get as far away as I could from my mic there, Gemini. My apologies. But um yeah, this is about like you really taking the time to connect and reflect and be gentle with yourself and give yourself the grace that you need in order to make those shifts and changes. Now, what's beautiful about this radiant radiant self-compassion is that I'm going to show you here, which interesting enough, you have two cards that are showing that type of energy. I'm going to show you what that is right now. First and foremost, here Gemini says cross pollinate, right? That's the card here that's just representing you, Gemini. But what's interesting is that this card over here says radiate self-compassion. And if you take a look at this card, there are bees yet again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 bees. And you could see the silhouette of the honeycomb in the background. And it's as if you are the queen bee. Okay. And I'm saying queen bee because if you know anything about bees, uh, there is a queen bee, right? The one who's at the center, in a way, the mitochondria of the whole community of bees, right? And so just like this queen bee, or just like queen bees tend to just be present. Now, all the other bees are the worker bees, right? That's the type of energy that I'm getting here for you. There's a sense of stillness, there's a sense of you connecting more with your higher self, with your intuition, with your sense of reflection, of reanalyzing, reevaluating, reviewing the things that you need to take a look at connected to your past and recent past, so that when the time comes for you to make moves, you're able to make them with a sense of direction and much more clarity for yourself. Okay. So you have two cards from two different decks, by the way. So two different decks, two cards that are showing symbolically here, Gemini, your energy of being at the center and not moving right now at this moment in time. Okay. Enjoying the fact that you are taking a pause or a rest while energetic changes or planetary shifts may be happening around you. Okay. That being said, let's see what else is coming through with the other deck. I have two more decks besides this one here, Gemini, that I will be channeling messages. And please stay all the way to the end of the reading so that you can hear your potential advice. Now, if you've missed the August readings, Gemini, take a look. All right, I finished the August readings already. And if you haven't taken a look at the What You Don't See Coming series in the bonus messages on the playlist, we'll take a look there as well, as those messages are equally important. Those are focusing about what you don't see coming. So take a look at that. All right, single Gemini, let's see what else is coming through for you. And we have here differences. Yeah, there may be things that, again, you're coming to this awareness. You are realizing here in the month of August what isn't or hasn't been working for you in regards to your love life. You're allowing yourself to make those in depth realizations, those in depth kind of soul searching type of energy, looking at the truth of things, looking at things from a logical, analytical standpoint. But also, here, Gemini, this energy of more introspection is you doing the groundwork that you need to do right now during this moment of pause or rest, or when things may be slowing down here in your love life, for you to value your emotional security. So these shifts and changes that you may be going through is for you to gain a broader and clearer sense of the things that you value in connections in general, what the meaning of love may be to you now versus the what it meant for you in the past or recent past, especially with the fact that Venus is in Cancer. So it may take you out a little bit of the logical analytical type of energy and bring you more into that emotional intelligence, okay? So there is this shift here where you're going to be able to really assess the things that have been making sense up to this point, and maybe they've been working for you, but mostly the things that have not been working for you in regards to love, in regards to connections. So there's this sense of you really going deeper into those situations where you may think about the past or recent past, and you may start taking a look here at, you know what, that hasn't been working and I need to get out of my comfort zone. Like I said at the top of the reading here, Gemini, you have Uranus in your sign, and you also have Mercury in retrograde. So this is a great time for you to do that spring cleaning in regards to your values, okay, and in love, okay. So beautiful message there. I mean, look at that. You have heartbreak or I'm sorry, not heartbreak, you have healing. So yeah, this is a time for you to really focus on that healing aspect of your love life. That being said, let's take a look at more clarity here, Gemini. For those of you that are joining me live, hello, hello. Thank you so much. I am doing very well. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you, Gemini. Single Gemini in the area of love. And we have here 8 of Wands and the Fool card. Yes, Uranus is popping up. Like I said, Uranus is making changes here for you, Gemini. Okay, I know that it's going to feel a little rough. It's going to feel a little uncomfortable. And again, that's coming from someone, because I am a Taurus sun who has had Gemini in their sign for many years. I want to say the past 7 years. So again, 8 of Wands, things may be moving along. There may be here thoughts, communication, passion. You have the determination to be able to overcome the challenges, the blockages. Okay, so 8 of Wands is fast moving energy. Okay, 8 of Wands is you being able to be resilient, but also see the progress in the fact that you may feel a little bit like things aren't moving in your love life. You may feel a little stuck in things having to do with your love life. You may be more aware of the things that are not making sense or hasn't worked up to now in regards to your love life. Maybe the way you see love, maybe the way you value certain important aspects. Maybe there's things that you thought were important, and now, you know, in retrospect, you're like, you know what, these other things are more important. So really taking a look at those differences and being able to make those adjustments and changes while you are in the sense of stillness or in the sense of transformation or transition. The Fool card, again, rules by Uranus, and that is all about the new life, new moves, new love opportunities. There's a sense of you taking the leap of faith needed in order to get out of your comfort zone. There may be something here about you traveling, or maybe meeting someone when you travel, or they may be traveling to your city, town, state, country, or you may be visiting a certain city, state, town, country. Okay, so there is this sense of travel here. Now, the Fool card is all about the new moves, okay? An opportunity, being spontaneous, taking the leap of faith, and getting out of your comfort zone. All the things that I mentioned at the top of your reading, validation, confirmation here with the Fool card, in the Fool card ruled by Uranus. And like I said, Uranus is in your sign right about now. So again, you may be feeling the shifts and you may be feeling the sense of uncomfortability, but in the end, it's going to allow you to go and pivot in a brand new direction or have a brand new perspective here, single Gemini, in regards to the new phase or a new era, a new direction, or a new path leading you to different things in your love life. Okay, different people, different experiences, because those values may have been refreshed and edited. Okay. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. And you have keep it to yourself. You have brilliant and outstanding ideas with an unconventional style. So before you round up and perform it, keep it a secret to prevent yourself from judgment or competitive energy. And I feel, Gemini, this may deal or talk about, especially if you're meeting someone new in the month of August, or you're making some big changes, you don't need to announce them. Keep those big shifts and those energies of maybe a new perspective on love, and keep them to yourself, because there's going to be people here in the month of August that may have all sorts of opinion. Meanwhile, they don't have Uranus in their sign making those or facilitating those changes right now. They may not have Mercury doing backflips in their sign either. So there may be different perspectives that you may feel and see and be experiencing that other people may not understand. And so there's sense of awareness and clarity and growing pains that you may be experiencing here in the month of August, Gemini, in your love life, may be something that not everyone understands. So those shifts, those changes, those um, editing type of energy that I'm getting here in regards to what you feel needs to be taken out of your list or your list of values. Maybe now things are different. You're looking at things different. You want to make some changes. Maybe it's the type of person or the qualities or whatever that may be. Now is the time where that may be occurring. And this is talking about keeping those energies or those ideas to yourself, because there's always going to be someone who's making some type of comment. This is also talking about, especially if you meet someone right now at this moment in time. And I feel that if you do, it's going to feel like nothing is moving, perhaps with this person at the beginning. And again, it's because all of these planetary shifts that I just mentioned a little while ago. But this could also be here someone that is very different than what you're used to dating, talking to, and having friendships with. All right. So allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone, because that's exactly what the Fool card is about. It's about you experiencing things from a different, broader perspective and allowing yourself to take a leap of faith. Gemini, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to be subscribed to the channel. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, well, subscribe now and turn on your notification bell and all alerts. So when I post new content, or when, look at that, the world card just flipped over here for you. What was it? Or is it just yeah, it is here, the world card. Endings and new beginnings. There you go. I'm telling you, Gemini. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Libra. Single Libras, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're here. And we're starting in a few minutes. Let me just add all these cards back into the deck. And we'll start with single Libra. In the meantime, for those of you who are stopping by and saying hello, thank you so much, B, for your beautiful hello this morning. Greatly appreciate it. For those of you who are giving me thumbs up, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Don't forget that I am now doing super chat lives. And so the super chat lives have been very, very it's been really, really good. Like, you guys have been enjoying that. And the super chat lives are different. I have two different super chat lives. Number one, the topic question super chat lives and the personal question super chat lives. And don't worry, you'll know when I am doing those because it will say it at the top of the intro, like on top of the, the title's going to say super chat. So I will be doing those more often on the channel. If you want to just give me a thanks, that you could do that too. And I do have free readings focusing on what your guides want you to know. So that's going to be the free standard reading for the channel. And if you haven't taken a look at the community post, please do, so you know what's up to the minute news here in regards to the channel. Okay. That being said, we're going to shift over to Libra. And I will be starting Libra momentarily. All right, up next we have single Libra. Alrighty. Let me get the symbol for Libra and then we will begin. Here we go. There we go. Hello, single Libra, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whether you have Libra on other aspects on your astrological natal chart, such as your 5th, your 7th houses, or your Juno, then these messages are for you. And today, Libra, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what you need to know, what may be coming in your direction in the month of August. Okay. Who's coming, what's coming, what are the different changes. Now, of course, if you are interested in finding out more about your astrological natal chart, then take a look down below in the description box. I did leave there a link, and it's totally free for you to use if you are interested in finding out more placements on your astrological natal chart. I have no affiliation to Cafe Astrology, but I'm bringing this to you so that you have the tools and resources in order to find out more about your astrological natal chart, because a lot of you have asked me about that. So there you go, a little free treat for you guys. Okay, now Libra, today, like I said, I will be channeling messages focusing on what you need to know, what's coming in your direction in regards to your love life. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, Libra, then look down below in the description box. All my information and links are down below, especially for those of you who are interested in private readings. I'm also doing free live readings on my channel. So if you are subscribing to the channel, make sure you turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. And I'm also doing super chat lives, okay? where I will be offering 2 different super chat lives. Number one, I'll be doing the topic reading via super chat live, as well as answering your personal questions. Okay, so there you go. If you're interested, subscribe now and turn on your notification bell, and all notification alerts. All right, Libra, let's take a look here at what may potentially be coming in your direction in regards to your love life. Okay. Now, Libra, Venus, which is your ruler, is now in Cancer. All right. Okay. When that happens, and boy, have I shuffled, but okay, let's see. There we go. All right. There you have Yang. Wow. Beautiful energy, Libra. All right, let's talk about 2 things. Number one, let's talk about where Venus is right now. And the reason why I want to talk about where Venus is right now is because Venus rules your sign. Okay, so it rules you, Libra, and it also rules Taurus. Okay. So it's very important to find out always what's going on with your ruling planet. Now, Venus right now at this moment in time is in Cancer. All right. So right now at this moment in time, there may be here some emotions or feelings having to do with home, family, and emotional responsibilities here. Okay. Now, taking into account the fact that Venus is your ruler and that Venus is in Cancer, this is talking about here with this Yang energy, fire. Guess what? Right now, at this moment in time, Libra, for you, it's about action. It's not just about what you're thinking, how you're thinking. Things are up in the air, they're in your head. You're kind of, should I, shouldn't I? If you're in that energy, you're not going to be able to progress and move things forward in your love life. So this is about action. Okay, so in the month of August, action is going to be very important in order to move things along in your love life. Now, because you have the Yang card that came out for you, this is saying that you may have been in this energy of just leaving things up in the air. Okay, not being consistent, not moving things along. And this is talking about you adding fire to those desires, to those ideas, to those things that you've been thinking about, wishing, hoping, desiring. It's time for you to put not only forth the effort, but put forth the consistency in order to see something happen. So whatever isn't moving in your love life may be due to the fact that there isn't that consistent movement or action from your end, right? Now, Yang energy is beautiful. It's about the power, it's about the action of something, it's about the putting the desires, the passion, the drive, the ambition into motion, because fire is all about momentum. All right. And in order for something to gain momentum, you need to push it along the way. So you need to do some type of effort. For example, I have this pen here or this marker. This marker is not going to move. If I just leave that marker there, it is not going to move. The only way that marker is going to have momentum is if I actually push it and keep pushing it. And then you see how it's gaining momentum. This is what this is talking about here for you, Libra. It's not so much about what you're saying and thinking. It's about what you're saying and thinking and putting into consistent action. So momentum is going to be very important here for you. If you are looking for love, or if you are you're open to that energy right now at this moment in time, you may be attracting someone who is a fire sign. Now, they don't have to be a fire sign. They could be a person who's very ambitious, driven. Okay. Maybe you are attracted to someone who is very ambitious and driven and, good looking. And because I'm getting here like the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands energy. Okay. Someone who is driven. And if that's the case, then this is the time for you to make it known or to show that you are ready to, take certain steps here in getting to know that person or, you know, you asking them out, them asking you out, however this may be for you. Now, remember that I talked about here, Libra, it's time for you to get out of your head, get out of this, you know, I wish, desire, you know, you know, if I were there, I would do this, that, and the. It's not about the woulds and the coulds and the shoulds. It's about you actually doing it. So if it's still up in the air and it's something that you're just thinking about, it's not going to yield results here for you. Okay, Libra. So I'm just giving it to you straight. You want something to move, you got to move it. You got to move it consistently, and you got to put action and power behind it. Why? Because that's going to allow you to actually get out of your comfort zone. And your comfort zone, Libra, tends to be your mind. You feel very comfortable in wishing, imagining, desiring, and thinking, not so much about the physical doing. So this is talking about unmask your darkness. Get out of the comfort zone, get out of your head, and allow yourself to take the added or the needed efforts and action towards whatever it is or whomever this may be that you may be very much interested in, that there's that attraction, chemistry, and desire. Okay, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you here, Libra. Very powerful reading, and especially with that yang energy. How things move. This is how this is coming across. How things move here for you, Libra. And in the manner in which they move for you here in the month of August, it's all dependent upon what you are putting effort, consistency, power, and action towards. Because if not, it's just going to stay at the standstill. Okay. So if you have a tendency to say, oh, well, my love life just doesn't move, or you know what, it does at the beginning, but then it just fizzles. Well, what action or consistent action and power are you consistently putting in to a connection that you are attracted to or passionate towards or find chemistry in? Okay. And because Mercury is in retrograde right now, you may be, again, reevaluating certain connections, reevaluating certain potential candidates, reevaluating how your love life is moving or not moving. What are the things that you have been doing that haven't been yielding results? What is it that you need to do? What actions do you need to put in place in order for you to bring that momentum back into your love life? And one of them is getting out of your head and getting out of your comfort zone, like I said, which is your mind. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for you. All right, single Libra, let's see what's coming through for you, especially with Cancer, especially with Venus being in Cancer. Look at that. 22, caution. You're getting an angel number there. Caution. You're treading softly. What did I say? Exactly what I just said. You're treading softly in your love life. You're thinking a lot. Okay. That may be a codependent behavior or codependent pattern that you have, whether that is lack of consistency, lack of effort, being too caught up in your head, critically analyzing things and not moving them forward, thinking a lot but not putting it into action, maybe causing a little bit of stagnation in your love life. Okay, so there we go. Caution is about treading into something softly or, you know, slowly. And here with confusion, like I wrote here at the bottom of the card, I wrote overthinking, not being very clear. And that's exactly what this card over here is showing. Is saying unmask your darkness. Be able to understand and to see what are some old patterns of behavior, especially right now during Mercury retrograde. Okay. What are your patterns of behavior? What are your patterns in dating? What are your patterns in connecting with other people? What are your patterns when you are attracted to someone? What is it that you normally do? Is it working for you? Because if it's not working for you, now is the time here in August, Libra, where you need to make those adjustments and make those changes. Okay. That being said, let's take a look at the next deck. Wow, very, very powerful reading here for you. A lot of putting things into motion and action, okay? All right, Libra, let's see what else is coming through for you. By the way, Libra, you may be seeing sign symbol synchronicities from the universe or from your higher self, or from your guardian angel, whichever your religious or spiritual beliefs may be, okay? The number 22 is showing here, sign symbol synchronicities from the universe. That's called angel numbers. You may even see numbers that are mirror numbers. For example, like let's say the number 21, you may see like 1221 or things of that nature. Okay. Now, it doesn't have to be numbers, it could be different things. It could be you thinking about someone, and when you're thinking about that someone texts you, that same person you were thinking about, or vice versa. Those are just, like I say, coincidences, but coincidences are more than that. They're the way that the universe is saying, hey, pay attention, wake up. I'm sending you a sign. Are you listening? Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you. And you have Six of Swords. I'm telling you, getting out of your head. You have the Five of Pentacles here. You may be losing out on opportunities here if you're not making or putting in the work and the consistency here. Okay. So this reading is more about, saying to you, listen, it's time for action. It's time for you to start moving things in the manner of, in the manner where you want a more fulfilling and healthier love life. Okay. Single Libra. You have here the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is about letting go or leaving behind the memories, the situations, the challenges, the blockages in the past or recent past, leaving behind the feeling of being mentally defeated about a breakup, separation, or divorce, about leaving something that's been weighing on your mind, weighing on your shoulders. Okay, swords are all about the mind, so this is something maybe here in the past or recent past that has been weighing very much on you. Okay, and the Six of Swords is saying here, listen, it's time for you to heal by moving into a new direction, by moving into a new way of doing things. Move in a direction where you are placing action into whatever it is that you are, you know, very much deeply, attracted to, connected with, desires, passion. That's what this is talking about here. And in order for you to do that and really maximize this beautiful energy of Venus in Cancer, for you, Libra, is for you to leave behind the overthinking, leave behind the confusion, leave behind the staying put and not getting out of your comfort zone. Okay. Because you may be missing opportunities here for yourself. Okay. Like I said, unmask your darkness, really take a look at what hasn't been working. And you have the power, the energy, the momentum to change it. You are the captain of your own ship. Okay. You have here the Page of Swords, and this is a beautiful energy to have. And I'll explain why. Because number one, pages are about a beginner mindset. So there may be something in the month of August that does this, like, okay, I think I'm getting it. I think I kind of know what I should be doing here in regards to my love life, or how I should be fine tuning things that haven't been working into things that I will put effort and consistency in getting out of my comfort zone so that I could start doing something new. So, Page of Swords is all about the start of new ideas, the start of new thoughts, the desire to learn, the curiosity here. You may be very curious in someone that piques your interest or your attention here in the month of August, and that sense of passion, chemistry, and this person you can't get out of your head, or that you keep thinking about, or that you may meet and that may occur here. Okay, so this could be someone from the past, this could be someone here that you may meet in August. Either way, the Page of Swords is saying here for you, it's time for you to communicate the ideas and put them into action with the Yang energy. Remember, fire, it's about action, and action is about momentum. It's about moving things along, and only you have the ability to make that happen. Only you can get out of your comfort zone and start moving in a direction of new shifts and changes in regards to your love life. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you, Libra. Wow, very powerful reading for you, Libra, for the month of August. Beautiful reading, but very powerful, very inspiring in regards to, like I said, you putting things into motion. You are the captain of your own love ship, okay? Love life ship. So there you go. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. What is the potential advice here for you, Libra? And you have a sense of reality. Look at that. You know, it's interesting. You know why I'm laughing? Because all right, I'm going to put this down here as I haven't read it, but this is how this is coming across. Getting out of the fantasy world. Remember that I said that a little while ago? I channeled that very clearly. I said, some of you are in this fantasy. Oh, if I could, or if, if this, that, it, you're in your head. It's too much fantasy. You can make that fantasy happen if you just put in the effort in getting it done. You see what I'm saying? So it's about what it is that you're desiring in your love life and what's in your head and these kind of like ideas that you have. That's wonderful. Planning is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I'm a Libra rising, so I completely understand the energy of Libra. Okay. But I also understand that I'm a Taurus in my sun. So there is a sense of not just keeping things up in the air, but actually moving them into reality. It's like the magician card, as above, so below. So yes, you're thinking a lot about something, desiring, wishing, hoping, fantasizing. Oh, I wish this, or if I were, too much in the head, not enough movement in the reality world, in the practical world, in the 3D world. And that, I feel, is what this is talking about for you. It says, have a sense of reality, accept things with an open heart. You can't change the past. Like literally, that's what it says. And that is literally what I was telling you here. 6 of Swords. Okay. You can't change your past, but you could definitely learn from it. That's for sure. But it says you can't change the past or delve too much in the future. Okay. Why? Because then you get caught up in overthinking and overanalyzing. Okay. So being afraid to move towards something that you may be very much attracted and be fired up about and have the drive, the passion, and the chemistry towards, but because you're so caught up in your head, nothing is moving. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. Validation, confirmation. It says, but it's obviously you can stay focused to turn your fate to a new page today at this moment in time. Look at that. Validation, confirmation here on that message or messages that I've been channeling since the top of your reading. I mean, what more of clarity is that for you here, Libra? Libra, I hope these messages have been insightful. And don't forget, if you've liked this reading, then subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts so that you not only get my content, but you also have a chance to have a free reading with me, which I do as a way of saying thank you to each and every one of my subscribers who would like to participate. Okay. That being said, I also do have my super chat lives, and those are not free, but they are definitely there for you, for those of you who would like a private reading with me. That being said, Libra, I hope these messages have been insightful. They have been definitely eye-opening here, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care and have a good one. Up next, we have Aquarius. Okay, single Aquariuses, if you're in the house, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. All right, so up next we have Aquarius, single Aquarius. While I place the cards back into the decks, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I see some of you have stopped by to say hello, and I greatly appreciate it. Remember that these messages are for exclusively for your love life. Okay, so this is the singles reading, but if you are interested in the monthly readings, those are already up on the channel. I also have a Lionsgate portal pick a card reading, so if you're interested in the Lionsgate portal, which by the way, the peak is going to be August 8th, and that's going to be Friday, so that's a great time for manifestation. So if you are a person who wants to do a vision board, you want to really focus on making things into, bringing things into reality, or bringing things one step closer to reality, then guess what? Lionsgate portal is approaching on August 8th. Angel number there, 88, of course. Great time for you to do that. Take a look at my Lionsgate portal pick a card. I've been doing it for the past, I think, 3 or 4 years. A lot of you find it very beneficial. So take a look at that and see what messages come through for you, okay? All right, that being said, I feel like I'm missing. Am I missing one? Oh, it would probably is this one. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. Goodbye, Libra, and hello, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let me add your Aquarius sign here in the chat. And there we go. Hello, single Aquarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Aquarius may fall on your astrological natal chart, such as your Juno, your 5th and 7th houses, then these messages are for you. And today, Aquarius, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially coming in your direction in your love life in the month of August. Okay, so what you need to know, who, what, any information that comes through for you. Okay, Aquarius. Now, if you're interested in finding out more about your astrological natal chart, down below in the description box, I do have a free, and yes, it is a free resource for those of you who are interested in learning more about your astrological natal chart. Now, I have no affiliations, of course, with Cafe Astrology, but I have used their services and they are free. So if you do want to use that, just so you could get a clear perspective of where your placements may be and to understand your own blueprint. It's like your birth chart is like your blueprint in your lifetime, right? So if you want to know more about that, then take a look down below in the description box. That being said, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then look down below in the description box, and there you will see all my links. That being said, single Aquarius, let's take a look at what's coming through in your direction here, potentially in your love life. Okay. A single Aquarius love life in the month of August. This month of August, what's coming through for you? Ooh, look what you have there falling out of the deck. You have mending. Beautiful. All right, let's talk about mending. Mending, it's about mending, fixing, repairing. It's funny because I've been getting a lot this, message of editing your love list, editing your ideals of what you think love may be, of your fixed list, so to speak. And so mending is about mending, fixing, repairing, and healing things that may not have gone right for you. Maybe you've gone through a breakup, separation, or divorce. Maybe there's something that's still lingering in your heart, in your mind, in your energy field, right? What do I mean by your energy field? I mean, just because something has ended, just because there has been a breakup, separation, or divorce, doesn't mean that you are you may be physically away from the person and that trauma or that heartbreak, but there could be just residual energy still connected. Now, that usually happens when we continue to still think about the person, the situation, the circumstance, the event, the environment. When we continue to talk about it from time to time, when we think about it from time to time, even though it may have happened, in the past or in the recent past, by you putting your energy into the thinking about that person, the thinking about that event, the resurfacing of emotions, you bring it into your present reality. And so, for some of you here, this is talking about you healing from that energy, healing from this energy that you may still be either thinking, hoping, wishing, desiring, someone from the past or recent past where there may have been a breakup, separation, or divorce. Some of you are still going through the healing process here in the month of August. And this is talking about you really taking your time and giving yourself the grace that you need in order to get yourself back together again. Okay, emotionally heal, mentally heal, energetically heal, spiritually heal. Lean in to your mental, emotional, energetic, physical, and spiritual strength here as you are moving through that transition. Okay, so very powerful message here for you in regards to that mending, fixing, and repairing. Now, for some of you here, you may, especially if you, I mean, this is for some of you who, like, you're single but you're kind of talking to someone. There may be here a situation, circumstance, or event in the month of August here, Aquarius, where you and this person may have a disagreement. You may not see eye to eye in something, especially with the fact that Mercury is in retrograde. Okay, so Aquarius, there's this sense of, when Mercury is in retrograde, it does increase the probability of having misunderstandings and arguments and disagreements with people. So, again, this is all about your love life. So if you are already talking to someone, there may be here a situation, circumstance, or an event in the month of August that may raise that level of misunderstanding with one another. For others of you, if this is someone that you may be meeting here in the month of August, just be well aware of being able to understand, make sure that there's kind of a clear understanding when you're having in-depth conversations, that you really understand their perspective and that they understand yours. Because just because you communicate something doesn't mean someone understands what you said. They may interpret it very differently. That may open up this energy of having a misunderstanding or a disagreement. So just be aware that these planetary shifts, especially with Mercury going in retrograde, may open up those can of worms, so to speak. Now, Venus right now, Aquarius, Venus is in Cancer. And so there is this desire potentially here in the month of August, because Venus is in Cancer, it may get you out of this detachment that at times you may have in regards to love, in regards to your emotions. It may place you back into kind of feeling a little bit more tender and more cozy and more connected to your heart chakra. Okay, so there may be that type of energy for you, or that you may be experiencing or feeling here in the month of August. Okay, there's this desire to care about things more. There may be a desire for you to ask for an apology or accept an apology. And maybe this is not something that you normally do. Maybe you tend to hold grudges. Maybe it's difficult for you to, fix, mend, repair when someone has, hurt you in some way, shape, or form. But here in the month of August, this is talking about you really having or gaining a different perspective in that, especially with the fact that Venus is in Cancer, where it's all about nurturing, it's about caring, it's about getting out of your head and, tuning in more into your heart. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you here, single Aquarius. And you have here establish sanctuary. Look at that. This is about you taking the time to connect with your inner oracle, making and taking the time to step out of your day-to-day normal routine and allow yourself to connect with silence. So get out of your head, get step away from the hustle and bustle of life, tune down or dial down that internal noise and that external noise so that you're in more of an alignment here. Okay. So this kind of quiet moment is allowing you to reflect, especially during this Mercury in retrograde, to reflect and analyze and restructure some things here that you may feel have not been working for you in your love life. Okay. Mending, fixing, repairing. This could also be not only your perspectives, but this could be here your heart, healing, mending, fixing, repairing. This could also be your ideals, what you value in love, how you see, your definition of a connection, your definition of, what is your definition of minimal effort? What's your definition about, how do you know or gauge when someone cares about you or likes you? What are you, how do you see that? Kind of like what I'm getting here is like you really understanding and describing what a healthy relationship means to you and how that looks to you. And the way that you're able to do that is by allowing yourself to heal from your breakup, separation, or divorce. Leave that in the past. Allow yourself to disengage emotionally, mentally, and energetically from that traumatic experience. Be able to connect with yourself and understand what lessons were needed to learn. What lessons did you need to learn? What is it that you needed to figure out from that connection that wasn't that great, from that breakup, separation, or divorce? What did you learn? And look at the lessons and be able to then say to yourself, well, what are the things that I need to do in order to not go down that road again as I did in the past or recent past? What are some things that I allowed? What are some things that I turned a blind eye towards? What are some things that I didn't stand in my power in and voice, my opinion on? Okay. What is it that I coasted in? What is it that I didn't change? Or what should I have said? How should I have stood up for myself? Okay. So all those things here are very much connected to this mending, healing, fixing, and repairing, because this is allowing you the time and the reflection, especially here during Mercury in retrograde, for you to go back to those moments and shift and shape and learn and say to yourself, okay, you know what? Now I got the lesson. I think I know how to do it better next time. So it's definitely giving yourself that grace and that time, okay, that sacred time for yourself to be able to do that type of work, to be able to have that sense of reflection. Okay. Now Mercury is going to be in retrograde till August 11th, and then it's going to go direct. However, there's always that shadow period. So there may be that week or two of that shadow period. So chances are that this energy of this reflection may last until maybe the last week of August. Then maybe the last week of August, beginning of September, you may be more ready to move towards a whole new different perspective on how you will be approaching your love life. All right, let's see what else is coming through here for you, Aquarius. And you have, look at that. After all that work, there is a possibility here that you may find someone, or you may connect with someone, or someone may connect with you, that there is a spark. There's a sense of being like-minded. You see, when you take the time to do that reflection and learn the important lessons, and yes, it may be a little bit emotionally taxing, but when you put in that work to mend, fix, repair, and heal from those wounds, from those situations, circumstances, events, breakup, separation, or divorce, it allows you to reflect with this established sanctuary and make the shifts necessary and heal through that so that you are better a better version of yourself appears, a better version, a healthier version of love, a healthy version of connections, a healthy version of relationships emerges from that reflection. And you have here spark, and spark is about having or attracting the same like mindset. Okay, so remember, you do attract what you are. There may be here some type of chemistry or reignited passion here, single Aquarius, in regards to someone here. If it's reignited passion, then there may be a connection here that may be a friendship and maybe lead to something more, or something that may shift in regards to someone you may know right now at this moment in time. For others of you, passion in general is about, the spark may be someone who is completely new. You don't know who this person is. This person doesn't know you, but there may be this sense of you meeting someone or someone meeting you who there is this chemistry and spark, this passion and this desire, okay? This mutual attraction that may take place here in the month of August. I do want to say this, Aquarius, interesting. I was going to say that and something came out very much connected to that. You may be attracting someone who understands what you've gone through, your breakup, separation, or divorce. And I feel that there's this kind of like deep understanding, maybe two people, maybe you and this other person here, who may have gone through very similar situations in love, that may have gone through similar situations in their breakup, separation, or divorces. And that similarity bringing both of you together, because you understand what it is to be on that side of the breakup, separation, or divorce, whatever side that may be. So I feel that there's a commonality here, potentially here, Aquarius, between you and someone else in the month of August, and that may create some sense of affinity with each other, like a deeper bond. Okay, now you do have here the Five of Pentacles with the Devil card in tarot, and again, there may be similarities here between your story and the story of someone that you may potentially meet here. This person may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be, but they could be. But Aquarius is coming across someone that you may be very much interested in. And yes, you may have gone through a lot. You may have lost very valuable person or a connection here in the past or recent past through a breakup, separation, or divorce. This Five of Pentacles is losing someone or a connection, or, being out or left out in the cold here with the Five of Pentacles. So there's this energy of losing something very meaningful. But here in the month of August, as I said, there's a potential for you to get yourself back up by doing the mending, fixing, repairing, and the healing necessary in order for you to get out of your head. You have here the Devil card in tarot. Now, I did mention that this potential person that could be coming in for you here, single Aquarius, may be a fire sign, but they could also be an earth sign. There are two earth elements here. Okay, number one, Pentacles energy. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Devil card is ruled by Capricorn. So again, that's the energy here, that maybe the person is a fire sign, maybe someone here is an earth sign. Remember, the sun sign is not the only sign in someone's astrological natal chart. Remember, there are other placements, and very important placements, having to do with love. Like I said, Venus, Juno, their seventh or fifth houses. Now, the Devil card is ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is known as the toughest teacher. Why? Well, because it makes us have to take a look at the hardships, the blockages, the limitations, the challenges that we endured in our love life up to this point, right? And because Mercury is in retrograde, again, looking back at those challenges that you've faced in your love life and really being honest with yourself and mending, fixing, repairing things within yourself so that you don't repeat the same pattern in the near future. Okay. With this devil card in tarot, remember getting out of your head. Okay. Self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, especially if there may be someone here in the month of August here, Aquarius, that you may be very much interested in. There may be here this sense of like, wow, I'm really attracted to this person. And that sense of attraction or allowing yourself to go with the flow of that potential friendship or connection may spark or resurface your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs or past feelings here of a breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay, there could be this it's too good to be true type of energy, and you may kind of in a way go back into your cocoon or take several steps back and detach emotionally. So this is talking about you having a very clear perspective here in the month of August and allowing yourself to build and to build a routine and build the quiet sanctuary moment for yourself to be able to get out of your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs and be able to mend, heal, and repair and heal from those situations, circumstance, events, or breakup, separation, or divorce. All right. So if you are I'm getting here that there could be, well, it could also be an air sign because there's a lot of air here with this card. I mean, listen, this person could be any sign, but I did get strongly fire and earth, and there could be some important shifts or placements of air also. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Last but not least, what is your potential advice here? Actually, I'm being told to shuffle it one more time, and then we're going to jump into... All right, there we go. All right, let's see here what's coming through for you. Single Aquarius. You have here, see the bigger picture. Yeah, maybe you're not seeing everything as a big connect the dot type of energy, but it is, especially when you start looking back at your breakup, separation, and divorce from different connections, from different people. There may be a pattern that you may resort to in every connection and may not have been aware of or maybe not been paying attention to because the routine and this building or establishing this internal sanctuary within you, the time where you connect with your inner self, you detach from the noise from the outside and allow yourself to dial down that internal noise. Maybe you haven't been realizing something here. And this is talking about it's time to take a look at this aerial view. Now, this says getting too specific sometimes makes the whole thing unnecessarily complicated. You probably look at it from a general view to wrap everything up perfectly. So this is talking about perspective. This is talking about also what it is that you're being a little bit too specific on, and to really take a look at other elements that are connected to that level of specificity. It may not be necessary, especially if you're being very specific on like someone's looks or someone's height or someone's, ethnic background, like, oh, they have to be like this or they have to be like that, or they need to make this amount of money or they need to be in this, industry or field. That is talking about being a little bit too specific. So yes, manifestations are important. Yes, being specific in the general center core values is important. Okay. The how that's going to show up may be different. Okay. So it may be someone that may take you out of your comfort zone